Hey guys, Grapemint here, and today I was going to actually tell you about my investing. As you see in the background, it's Sinfear ore, and yeah, I'm just producing that right now, like prospecting it. But I got a comment on my last video, and I also got a lot of people asking me that in-game, and some of my friends asked too. It's like the guy is called Jacob from the comments, and his question was like, age-old question, realm population. I've been on a high full pop server and the competition is insane. It requires a lot of cancer scanning, but I've moved to moved with all my characters to medium pop over the past few years, and I'm now only just getting back into the gold making. So he's on a medium pop realm right now, and the problem is I'm finding it takes ages for stuff to sell, even current content materials. Yeah, what would your advice be on choosing servers? Okay, to be honest guys, I love to give my message out real quick in the video, so people that just want the message can just leave, and that's totally fine. We are living in a world that is like this. So I would always go for a high pop realm. So, but we have to split those realms up a little bit. I would say there's a high pop realm, there's a medium or low pop realm, like a not very populated realm just, and there's a RP realm, right? So that's the three different really big differences, yeah, you know what I mean. And a high pop realm has some pros. First of all, a lot of people are buying stuff. That's like really important. That's the main goal. You want to sell stuff, there's a lot of people buying stuff, and that's good. Of course, there's a lot of people selling stuff too. And that's one of the bad things about Highpop realms, because the price difference between, like, if you're selling, let's say you're selling a crafted ring, usually the margin, like the profits that you can do from this one crafted ring on a Highpop realm is way lower, a lot lower, if not minus. A lot of the times it's minus, but if it's plus, it's very low. Like on the medium or low pop realm, the margins are way higher, usually. Of course, there's like that thing that could happen, that there's also low prices. That always happens, but I want to talk to you about this later in the video. But for now, usually high pop realms have lower prices and low pop realms have higher prices. And that's all that is to it. So let's say, like I told you, high pop realms is what I like, that's what I want to do. But is medium or low pop realms bad? No, not at all. They are great. They are really great for gold making. I made most of my gold on a medium pop realm, and it went really good. What's the difference between a high pop realm and a low or medium pop realm? In my opinion, like, what would I do differently? I think that's the main thing we have to ask us. Not like, yeah, we can talk about it all the time. People will always say they don't sell anything on their realm. It doesn't matter if it's low pop or high pop. They will always say they got undercut a lot. Doesn't matter if low or high pop, because when you're living or playing on this realm, it feels like a lot to you. It doesn't matter, like if you play on a medium pop realm, for example, and you go on a high pop realm and you want to sell something, it's a whole different ball game. Like, you're getting undercut like every minute, and sometimes even seconds you're getting undercut. On a medium or low pop realm, it could be minutes, hours, like even days for some items to get undercut. So that's like the amazing thing about low and medium pop servers. So to get to the question, what would I do if I was on a medium pop, and I am on many of my characters, so I know what I would do. I would try to have as much professions, like different professions, as I could have, like, and sell so many different items. Like, as you're seeing in my challenge, like the playlists on my YouTube channel, where I'm trying to get gold cap with you guys, as you're seeing, I only have 3 professions. It's like inscription right now, it's jewel crafting, and it's cooking. And that's enough to make some gold. That's cool. But if I would wanted to make the same amount in the past few weeks on a medium or low pop realm, I would go with all the professions, like everything, blacksmithing, tailoring, leatherworking. I would go with 3 or 4 jars and like stuffing the auction house full of all these items, like all the crafted stuff. And it doesn't matter if you get undercut like once or twice on some items, it doesn't matter. On low or medium pop realms, you wanna make as much different things as you can. Of course, that's also great for a high pop realm, right? But on a high pop realm, you don't even have the time to do all that stuff because it's getting sold so often, or you have to undercut so much. So on a low and medium pop realm, you can log in, you can dump all your stuff in the auction house, and you can log back out or go for an M+, or go for your raid evening or your arena. Name it. You name it, what you're playing and what you're doing. So you don't have to care as much about undercutting, because it doesn't really matter on a medium or low pop realm if you're like getting undercut. Of course, there's realms where, or maybe like some sections, let's say alchemy, where people is like dumping all their stuff in all the time and they undercut you pretty hard and you will not sell anything. But that can happen to you on a low, medium or high pop realm. That's dependent on the people that play there and how they play. People are always scared about the high pop realms because they think there's like rich people on there, like with so much gold, and they can just, you know, like undercut them all the time and they don't have to make any profits and stuff. And that's, yeah, that's, of course, it's true for a lot of things. But right now, you have the time where there's no raid coming out, no new season in the next few days, so, or weeks, even months. People will just lower it down. I'm pretty sure there's not a lot of gold makers that go as hard as they went on the start of the patch. They will all chillax. They want to maybe not log in as often. They want to go for a vacation, barbecue, real life stuff. And so there will be days where you're the only guy that's like selling. And you will make a lot of profit even on like high pop realms. And you won't get undercut as much even on high pop realms. So what I want to tell you with that is that right now is a really good chance to go into high and low or medium pop realms. There's another thing, like another realm, like the RP realm, where the guys doing their role play and the girls, and they love role playing. So with role playing, it's a little bit different. Other stuff is important. Of course, there will be raiders, so they need current content gear. Of course, they need flasks and stuff. But a much higher priority on that realms is the cool, like how you look. You want to express yourself in role playing, so it has to look right, you know, right for you and for your friends. So they gonna spend a lot of gold just to look good in their eyes. So like all the transmog is selling for a lot. There's an example that you can like watch online, like on YouTube, Student Albatross. I think a lot of you guys will know him. He's like known for farming all the stuff, materials and all the transmog and rare pets and mounts, and he's making a killing. You know, a lot of people like would see him and would say, yeah, of course, he got all that stuff and he has so much time to farm, so of course he's making a lot of gold. And that's right, yeah. But you should think about that fact that he's playing on a realm, on a high pop realm. Of course, good sales, but there's a lot of people that play on his realm just because they know him, they are fans, or they like his style, or even the like opposite. They hate him for their life. They're like, oh man, shithead, I don't like him, why is he making gold? I want to make the same amount, or I could do better because he's not great in it. And so they will undercut him all the time, like every day, going in and out. And they're farming the same stuff than him because he's streaming all the stuff, and so they know what he's farming now, so they want to do the same. And I don't want to say it's bad. Like, if you watch him and you're on the same realm and you like that kind of stuff, that's actually fine. what I want to say with that is, it's amazing that people like him, he does his thing and he's still making gold, even though a lot of people doing the same like he's doing. So he's an example for you guys. Even if there's days or maybe weeks where you get undercutted, you don't sell anything, there will be other days and there will be good days, of course, you know? So it doesn't matter, like, don't wrap your head around which realm is the best for making gold. You should try to, like, think, like, take this question and try to answer it in front. Like, try to think about yourself, which gold making method or which method is good to make gold on this realm, and not which realm is good for making gold. Because I would rather, like for me example, my example is a pretty good one. I'm playing on a medium realm. It's not really great, not really good, but I'm playing there with a lot of friends. I'm raiding there, mythic raiding, so I cannot be on another realm, so I have to be there. So of course, as I'm being there, I want to have some gold there. And I did start out there with like 100k years ago, which I transferred from another realm, a very low pop realm. And now I'm really rich on that server. Like, not that rich, but a lot more than 20 million. I think it's 30 million, I don't know. And I'm spending my gold like crazy. Like, I'm really the guy that boosts 3 characters to level 60 in 1 week, because I cannot decide what I want to play. So I'm losing a lot of gold, and yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I'm still making a lot, even though it's a medium pop realm. So now I'm playing on a high pop realm for you guys, because I like high pop realms more. It's like more interesting to me, and we're making a killing on this too. And of course I would do the same on a low pop realm. Let's not say it's the same gold, yeah? It could be like we're making like only half of it, but it's also good gold and it's also great progress. So what I would tell you as advice for you guys, just go and keep doing. Like, it doesn't matter your realm. If you play just on a low pop realm and you wanna be there because of your friends or raid or something else, stay there and try to get your head around how you can make gold there. And I'm pretty sure you will find out and make a lot of gold, guys. You're not stupid. And everyone, like, if I can find a method to make gold, and I will show you all the methods I'm doing, you can too, of course, you will. So I wanted to go about another example because I read it in his comment, and I find it quite interesting because I had something similar happen to me yesterday. So he says, competition is insane, it requires a lot of cancel scanning, and a lot of people also write something like, yeah, the prices are so bad and stuff. Yeah, yesterday I played on my character, I just cancelled. I rode with a guy that knew me from YouTube, but it's quite fun, pretty cool. And like minutes after that, I got like a whisper from another guy. He doesn't know, like, I think he doesn't know me. He just wrote me, haha, now you get what you earned or something. Like, this is what you get for doing that. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, oh shit, what did I do? Like, oh fuck, I did make something really bad. And first of all, I was like thinking, like, he bought something from me really cheap and like laughing about me, like, yeah, you're stupid, you sold it way too cheap. Then I looked and I saw where I undercutted him. It was actually a legendary I made, and it didn't sell, and I just want to get it rid of, you know. And he was like, I killed your price, blah blah blah. So he basically, like, it was 12k worth, and I think crafting price is like 9k. So it's not good at all. Like, even there, it's not good, right? It's high pop realm, so it's bad. So, and he went from 12k to 9k, and apparently, as my TSM is like, my operation was like built like this, I undercut him even though he went like 3k beneath me. And then that's when he wrote me, and then he undercutted me again for only 8k or 7k. So you didn't make any profit from the item. So, and then he wrote me again. He was like, haha, that's what you get for it. You know, like, this attitude, that's the worst thing that can happen to you in life. And I don't mean like gaming, it's like life. you should never aim for like outplaying. Like, it's cool to outplay people in your mind, and if you know you're better, and it feels great, of course. But to push against someone, to like make him feel bad or to make him lose gold, for example, that's such a bad attitude, because while he's doing it, he's not making any profits himself, right? Even though if he doesn't need it and he's maybe rich and stuff, but it's just worthless from what he did. It's just stupid, it's worthless. It doesn't care me, like I'm not sitting there and crying and I'm like, oh, my legendaries, I cannot sell anything. You know, that's like stupid. I'm like, whatever, I'm making like so much gold, it's cool. But I really hate this, and I know, because I know it from my medium pop realm. There's like people that think they own the auction house. They think they're the best in it. They think like they're breathing. You know, they are like from in the morning until the nighttime, they are only sitting in the auction house. And I don't say it's bad. It's cool if you like to do that, and if you have the free time, go for it. But they get an ego and they try to, you know, like push you down because they see you undercutting, and they're like, hey, that's what I'm doing. I'm the guy that crafts the legendary ranks. It's my part, so you cannot make any gold from it. I will crash your price. So what he did is crashing his price, and yeah, that's actually really stupid. Think about it in real life, yeah? Like, you're selling a car for 20,000, you bought it for maybe 10, and now you want to make some money with it. You fixed all the stuff and now you're selling it. And I'm sitting next to you and I'm selling the same, like same car, everything the same, and I'm going a little bit lower. And you're gonna be like, okay, that's it. I'm gonna sell it for 1k. Doesn't matter if I lose 9k. It doesn't matter. I just want to sell it right now. So you don't sell your car. So the problem is, first of all, if he sells his car, then he lost like 9,000 euros. The second problem is, he doesn't know how much I paid for the car. Could have been a present, could have been something else, like I bought it for 100 euros or dollars. So I make still a killing of it if I'm selling it for 1k. You know what I mean? So that's really stupid. So never do that. And if you feel like someone is doing that to you, never respond on a bad way, because it only keeps them going. I really think they are not so bad. I have had this experience a lot, and I had some guys like doing this to me, like, you know, every day for 2 hours straight, and writing me and like undercutting me so much that it doesn't make sense. Still made gold, still was happy, didn't care. What they had, I don't know, it was miserable for them, I guess, but I don't know. They had no fun. Maybe they had fun with it, but that would be even more worrying. But okay, so what I want to tell you with that, guys, just keep going with your own stuff. It can happen to you on a low pop realm, it can happen to you on a high pop realm or RP realm. You are not safe from people undercutting you, doing the same stuff than you, or even getting mad and like, you know, flipping the whole table around. So just calm down and do your ball game. And if it's on a low pop, try to get knowledge about low pop realms. As I did tell you, I would diversify a lot. I would do a lot of different things. On a high pop realm, you can do that too. You make even more profit. But on a high pop realm, sometimes 1 or 2 professions are enough to like keep you entertained and keep you logging in all the time and doing stuff. And my last tip is, if you do not have a lot of time to play, or you want to use your time not standing in the auction house, I would rather go for medium or low pop realms, because then you can like post stuff for 24 or 48 hours and making sales, even if you're not logging in for a day. It might not be like a lot of sales, but it's still sales, and yeah, that's way better than having no time, being on a high pop realm, selling your items once a day, getting undercut after 5 minutes and not making any sales. So that's my thoughts about it. I hope you liked this video. If you did, guys, please subscribe. It's for free, and I would really love to reach out to more people and to see my channel growing, of course. I really love what I'm doing here. By the way, I tried this video to make it a little bit louder, because people in my playlist said it's a little bit too low from volume. So I tried to make it louder. I'm excited to hear your opinion about this topic, and of course, if it's better for you, if it's louder. yeah, that's all. Sorry that this video is not launching on the Wednesday as I promised. It's now Thursday because yeah, I had some difficulties on the technical side. I recorded this video already 2 times in a row and my computer just like crashed. Yeah, so thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.